Hello people, and welcome back to episode 5 of our FIFA 20 Crewe Alexandra 15 season career mode Let's Play. We're looking at the most recent scout report right now from Sam Harrison, who is our scout over in England, and there's no one particularly special out of this bunch. So there is one guy, Crewe Alexandra, who is 6'5" and a goalkeeper. Now his stats aren't really anything to shout about, and his potential is only 57 to 73. Although Sam Harrison's judgment is only 1 star, so he could be better than that. But he's 6'5", which is pretty crazy. So we don't have the money to sign him right now, but we're going to keep him in the report, and hopefully no one will sign him up. And looking further into this episode, we are into the month of November now, and we've got 4 games coming up. First we are against Port Vale, and then we've got a cup tie against Lincoln City, followed by a game against Northampton, and finishing the episode with a game against Morecambe. The team to face Crewe Alexandra will be the usual starting lineup, although I imagine we'll see some of the kids coming off the bench to get some game time as well. So no one in the last episode was particularly too bothered about us doing 4 games per episode, so we're going to keep this format for now. You guys seem to be still enjoying it, so we'll keep it as it is. I'm going to start with an attack here. First attack of the game. It's going to be into Porter, who gets a shot away, but it's blocked by the Port Vale defender. And that's going to be a poor ball from Port Vale, and we'll be able to get possession back. See if we can switch it out to the wing. Lovely ball through. Looks like Kirk's got a bit of space on the left. We'll switch the play. Oh, and that's some lovely skill from Kirk. Oh, and he just can't get past the defender. And that's poor from Perry. And we are putting some pressure on the Port Vale defence. We are joint top of League 2 right now. I think with Forest Green, both of us are on 32 points. And Kirk is having a little bit of trouble. He can play the ball through to Adebayo's on the wing. That's a great ball through to Powell. He can't get his head on it though. And Perry has just been done. See, we do have one of the best defences in the league. I don't know if that's the best. We've played 16 matches and conceded 13 goals, and that's a poor ball out from Skylines. Now, I have been playing a Valencia career mode off camera, and there's some tasty young players that I'd like to sign when we get the budget for. They're kind of mid-70s, so they're a little bit out of Crewe's reach right now, but when we get some money in the pocket through promotion, and maybe the odd cup win here and there, we'll be able to sign them up. Any suggestions for players to sign? Please let me know. The majority of the squad will be built from the youth academy, but we will be signing a couple of young starlets as well. Masulu's got a chance here. He's delayed his touch and get a shot away. It's blocked. That's going to be a corner. I don't know why he took so long to control the ball there. Let's play it short here and whip one in. Still haven't scored a header yet in FIFA 20. We'll keep trying. Masulu's got the pace to keep up with Joyce tracking back. They've worked it nicely, and that's a foul from Masulu. He just takes the player out off the ball. And that's a poor final ball through. It's also a point to take into consideration as well at this series that's a terrible ball through from Masulu, far too heavy. Is that our defenders are in their 30s now, so we're probably going to have a couple of seasons out of them before we need to look to replace them, especially as we start heading towards kind of the end of our time in League 1 and then into the Championship as well. Masulu is going to get a card for that off-the-ball challenge on the Port Vale midfielder. That's a yellow card for him, only 36 minutes into the game. And Powell's free on the wing. He's offside as well. Poor positioning. I kind of hope we do drop some points throughout the season, just so we have a bit of a promotion race, and I don't want to just steamroll right up to the Premier League. It'd be good to have a bit of a challenge. I understand now that the ultimate difficulty has been tweaked a little bit to make it more challenging with recent patches that have been made to the game. That's some good defending by Adebayo. And someone really making a move out. Looks like Perry's going to go down the wing. See if we can whip a ball in. That's to the back post. Ooh, and that's off the line by Brown. That was actually a cross back in from Kirk. I didn't want him to take the shot, but he went for the header anyway. I don't know what happened with the camera there. That was a little bit odd. It's going to be another corner. It's done it again. I don't know what's happening there. Can you get onto that? And that's going to be a foul on somebody, on the goalkeeper, I think. And that's probably going to mark half time. Yeah, there we go, 0-0. So with half time upon us, Masulu is going to come off for Wintle. And then Powell hasn't had a great game, so I'm going to play Meyer out on the right. That is his natural position, right wing, but he can also play on the left. And then again, I think Jones, De Graaf is going to come on for a bit of game time, just to boost his overall. And Jones hasn't had particularly a great first half either. So hopefully a little bit of injection, fresh legs into the team. And Porter's hounding the player there, and he's really well dispossessed by the defender. Tried to just dummy around him there, but Port Vale player wasn't having any of it. And here is Kirk. Let's see if we can switch the play into the new players now. Here's Winter on the ball from Kirk. Oh, and that's well blocked. Porter can't get on the end of it. Can Kirk win the header? No, looks as though Port Vale will clear. And that's very well defended from Lancashire. Amaya's going to win the foul there. He's dancing past the players. Let's see if we can... I don't know what's happening with the set piece camera there. It's like setting itself and then moving. See if we can whip a ball in. Oh, and no one made a run for that, and that was a good ball in. Porter was closest to it, but he couldn't get his toe on the end of it. There's a real lack of creativity in the team right now. We're struggling to create anything at all. And that's a poor pass. Adebayo winning it again. And Gibbons is on the wing here. Now he's going to whip something in. And that's going to be a corner for Port Vale. Oh, and it's terrible defending, and Port Vale go 1-0 up. No one could get to it. Skylines coming out to try and reach it, but the rebound... It's actually not even a rebound, it's a great assist from the Port Vale team. And he just knocks it in, 1-0. These are the games that we need to be winning at home to smaller teams. Granted, Crewe are small anyway, but they're not playing like a small team right now. Meyer's going to lose out of possession there, but he's going to win it back. And he does have the feet to dance around the players. Oh, and he nearly finishes it, absolutely dummying that Port Vale defender. And that's given us a little bit of inspiration to move forward. Green's going to dance past now as well. Porter's there. Porter's going to stay on it, and Porter's going to equalise. No, he's not. Is he offside? Oh, man, that would have been so sweet. Porter is offside and the goal doesn't stand. That is mortifying. Let's go again now. Let's move forward. Winter's going to try to play a ball out, but he doesn't have the passing skill. But De Graaf is going to intercept. And that's a great ball through to Winter. Hit it first time. It's going to be blocked. Need to keep the pressure on, make them clear it and win that second ball. Lancashire's going to get that. So you can move it through the middle here. We seem to be having the best luck. Poor Wintle with a great ball through to Porter, and he tries the most ridiculous back kick. He tried that last episode as well. I don't know what his agility is, but he thinks he's Cristiano Ronaldo or something. Let's move forward again. Wintle. Oh, and that wasn't far away at all. I don't know if that took a deflection. No, it's actually a really bad shot. It wasn't even remotely close. All right, let's. We've got 12 minutes here now to grab a goal. Otherwise, we're going to be suffering a 1-0 loss at home to Port Vale, and the defender didn't seem to run for that. And we've got Adebayo moving down the wing now. He's going to be outrun. He's going to win the ball though. Oh, and he's hit the post. No! Oh, what an attempt from the left back. Skipping over that sliding challenge that came in, and we're going to be so unlucky here if we don't get at least a point. Time is running out. Wintle. Oh, that's a really bad shot, but it's unnecessarily cleared. And Green's going to give the ball away. I don't know how we haven't scored in this game. Oh, and it looks as though now they're just going to play for the possession. Adebayo needs to be careful being caught out of position here like he has just done. That's a great challenge from Lancashire. Let's get everyone forward. That's not great control from Kirk. And here is Wintle now. He's got room to run. Wintle! Oh, and again! Oh my god! What? Oh, I don't believe it. He just ran right through the defence and hits the post again. At the last kick of the game as well, and we lose 1-0 at home to Port Vale somehow. How have we lost that game? Port Vale players absolutely over the moon. Oh. So Callum Ainley has decided to pop up and give us some more stuff. Some more shit about his game time, but we don't care. We'll just give him a generic answer and move on. And then meanwhile we do have some more training sessions. We need to make some new ones. I said I would last episode, but I still haven't done it for some of the new youth graduates that have come through. So we've now got a quarter-final cup tie in the Leeson.com trophy, against Lincoln City at home, and I think we're going to make some changes. Edwards is going to come in for Jones. I think we're going to rest Porter and maybe give De Menezes a try. We'll leave Porter on the bench should the worst come to worst. And Ainley is going to get a bit of game time out on the right wing as well. So I'm thinking we should get a good result against Lincoln. We'll have to try and play a little bit more passive here. Try work it through. We were very direct against Port Vale and it didn't really pay off. Just trying to attack right down the middle. The new De Menezes, the new Portuguese centre forward that's come through the youth academy, will hopefully be able to make a name for himself. And Ainley's got a lot of space on the wing there. There's a player making a run at the back post. Oh, and it's off the line by Vickers. And that was Paul Green. Yes, it was. A great little run. And look at the guy marking him. He's significantly taller. Oh, it actually comes off the defender. Paul Green doesn't even get a touch on it. That's unlucky. I don't know what's happening with the cameras again still. That's going to be offside, surely. No. Edwards is going to collect and lose possession against Tofolo. There's no support, and then they're going to clear. But Masulu is going to get that interception. Now Edwards has got a chance, and that's a really bad shot from Edwards. He does not have the ability to be whipping those kinds of balls in just yet. That was probably a bad call from me to make that chance. Nain is going to be dispossessed in midfield. That's good defending. Now we can break here. Kurt's going to bomb down the left wing. There's two players in the box. Edwards with a crazy pass, but he's going to win possession back. And that's a great ball through to Green. You can play an even better ball through to Masulu with a really, really bad finish. Definitely need to stop taking so many shots from so far out. It certainly is wasting a lot of chances. I'm just used to playing with a much better quality of player. And Edwards is going to lose possession in midfield again. He's not the best at retaining the ball, the young Englishman, just yet. Hopefully with training that will change. And here is Edwards again. He is quite a fast, rapid player. He's good at hounding the ball. A good box-to-box midfielder. And that's going to be another poor pass. No one's going to get a good interception. Now Kurt can make a run. Ooh, and Lincoln playing with fire just outside their own 18-yard box. It's Green now. There's no one really making a run. Let's see if we can just hold up possession and give our players a chance to get into position. And just dispossessed again by Lincoln City. Neither team really keeping hold of the ball too well at the minute. Here is Perry. Oh, and that's a wonderful ball through. And De Green takes a year to take his shot. And he's dispossessed right in front of the goalkeeper. I don't know why he took so long to get his shot off there, but that was not what I asked him to do. And Abaji's going to get a good challenge in to stop the counter-attack. But what a lovely little flick through from De Menezes on that attack there. We haven't really played too much game time with the young Portuguese forward yet. I'm hoping he'll come good and act as a really good backup for Porter when his stamina starts to decrease when the games come a lot thicker and faster. That's a good ball through to Ainley. And there's a run being made on the left wing there. Can we play it through? And that's a really weak ball through. Tried to play it along the ground for him to run onto, but it wasn't to be. And De Menezes again with a lovely little flick. And I do want the free kick there. Let's see what we can make of this. So apparently Paul Green is going to be the player to take it, but I don't agree with that, I'm afraid. It looks as though Edwards... Yeah, Edwards is going to be the player to take this.
You feel here, Alan, that the home team would take a draw. And the away fans, they expect their side to come here.
Ooh, and it's on the roof from Edwards. Not a bad effort at all. Still getting used to this new free kick system. There's quite a bit of lift on that. He does get it onto the roof of the net, but we're getting closer. That should be Perry's ball. Yeah, he's going to win that. And Callum Ainley's going to collect it. That's a De Menezes. Ainley. And that's a penalty, surely. Yes, it is. And maybe a red card for that right on the stroke of half time. That's just going to be a yellow. There was another man back, so he didn't stop the goal scoring opportunity as the last man. But great burst of speed from Ainley to win the penalty. And it is going to be Paul Green to take up responsibility of penalty taking duties in the absence of Chris Porter. Oh, what a penalty that is from Paul Green. Absolute wonderful top bins. No keeper in the world is reaching that. And that's going to be 1-0 to Crewe right on half time. Look at that, right in the top corner. Absolutely no chance. I've mastered this new penalty system. Oh, lovely. Probably the best penalty I've ever scored on a FIFA game. Paul Green, half-time, 1-0. So that penalty did pretty much mark half-time, and I think we're going to make some changes now. Wintour is going to come in for Misulu. And then we're going to take Kirk off for Meyer. Now, Meyer played the last game on the right wing, and he wasn't too effective, so we're going to put him again on the left. And he is up to 63 overall now, with 81 acceleration, 77 sprint speed, and 75 curve, his real standout stats. No traits or celebrations just yet. So Lincoln City are going to get us kicked off in the second half. And I'd really like to get De Menezes a goal at some point. It'd be good to have a little boost to his stats if he would score or get an assist. And that's going to go out for a throw. No, they're going to keep it in, and Adebayosi can't get that block in. Oh, but Green with a cracking interception. And now Maya's got space now there. He's caught there right back out with his pants round his ankles, and there's a run on the right there from Ainley. Let's cross it in. Just can't get to it. And that's going to be a foul on the Lincoln City defender for some reason. I don't know what caught that is. Maybe Callum Ainley going in for that shot on goal. He caught the player. We are also playing with handball on, and we haven't had a single handball called against us just yet. Maya's making a run now. There's no one able to cross it into. Let's see if we can make use of his curve start. Oh, and that was a dangerous challenge from Lincoln. They just win the ball and take it off the toes of Maya. And that's some lovely play from Lincoln City, and they can break now. Anderson's coming down the wing. Lancashire's trying to put pressure on him. And that's a great ball in. Lays it off. What a block from Nolan. Surely that would have been 1-1. Lincoln City are going to come at us now again. We can't quite get it out. Edwards is going to just hound the ball now. A great interception from him. The through ball to clear it is just a little bit too heavy, and Borthwick has done Ainley there. Just dinking it over him. And that's a bad bit of play from Edwards. He should have managed to intercept that. And he can intercept it again. Get it out. Rose Ed. But it's actually a great ball through, and Maya's got a cracking run now. Great counter-attacking opportunity now for Crewe. Here is Maya. Oh, what is Dementas doing? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? The young Portuguese should have had his goal there. We can whip it in now, Maya. Yeah, it's another poor delivery from the corner, but Lincoln can't clear it, but neither we can't retain possession either. Let's get Maya to hound down that left wing. And Edwards with a good interception, but a crap pass. We've got to be careful here now, pulling players out of position. Good clearance from Lancashire. And Dementas is going to get on that. And we can break again now through Maya. Oh, and I shouldn't have taken the shot there. I don't know why I did that. We could end up living to regret a lot of these missed chances, I feel. Out to the wing now. And Perry's made a run. We've got ball in, and that's right onto Dementas' toes, but it's just taken away from him. And that's surely a foul on... I think that was Wintle there in the midfield. He just gets taken out going for that header. And no one's going to be challenged for that, and he isn't going to win it. And that's a great foul to win right in the middle of the park. It's going to be a booking for the Lincoln City player as well. See if we can hold possession up in the middle of the park. Try and work something through. Green's going to be by himself here. There's a great chance for Maya. Oh, and it's well wide. It's well wide. Jones is going to come on for Edwards for the last 5 minutes. But Maya... Oh, he's got 75 curve, man. What are you doing putting it that wide? We need to be really careful here that we don't get caught with one final attack from Lincoln. Green's been great in midfield today. He's won every single ball. Dementas is going to lose possession. He can't win it back with that last-ditch challenge. There's 2 added minutes with Lincoln in possession. They're going to come down. It's a really poor ball from them. And that back pass should see the game out. And we do. We advance into the semi-finals of the Leeson.com Trophy. Excellent news indeed. So just taking a look at the youth squad right now, we have Luke van den Bosch, a centre attacker midfielder from Holland. 6 foot tall, not bad. He's got good acceleration, good agility. His sprint speed isn't too bad either. But his technical stats, nothing to write home about. But he is looking a pretty promising player, and we are going to promote him into the senior team. Then we also have Justin de Groot as well, 5'7" striker from Holland again. Good acceleration, good agility, decent sprint speed and balance, and his ball control isn't too bad either. For a 43 overall, he's going to join us as well. And then Fabio Perez, who isn't looking like the tastiest player in the world, we'll leave him in the youth academy a little longer. And then with these new players now, we can set up some new training. So this is going to be the new training session. We're looking at De Groot, Van den Bosch being added into the rotation, with De Graaf, Meyer and Edwards also taking up a couple of spots as well. So we'll simulate all these. And already Van den Bosch is going to go up. If I'm pronouncing these Dutch names wrong, please let me know. We now have 4 Dutch players in our team, which will probably be enough for the Dutch aspect. You know, we don't want entirely Dutch players. And Callum Mainley is thanking us for being put back into the team, and we are proud of him. He did play well. He won us the penalty that won us the game. And let's have a quick look at the table after that loss to Port Vale. We are now down into 3rd with 10 won, 2 drawn and 5 lost, 25 goals scored and 14 conceded. Colchester are now the best scoring team in the league, and we are the best defensive, just ahead of Port Vale. But it's close at the top. Those automatic promotion places are not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. And let's jump into the next game, away to Northampton. So I think I want to try out some of these new players. De Groot is going to come on the bench for De Menezes, and then Van den Bosch is going to come on for Edwards as well. We'll see how the game develops with the first team. If we're winning, then we'll bring them on. So this is a pretty important 3 points to pick up. With recent results, we are seeing ourselves slipping down the table, and ideally we would like promotion this first season. Although we've got 15 seasons to do it, so we'll see how it goes. But I think we've got the quality in the squad, and some of the youth players, especially Meyer, is looking like a real tasty prospect. So we'll see how it develops. And Kirk is going to lose out there, and that's a dangerous ball in, but it's well dealt with by the defence, and we've got an opportunity to break here now. Powell's making a great run down that wing, got cut back inside with him. There's no support in the box. Porter's there. That's a sweaty goal. It's going to be 1-0. Sometimes you've just got to sweat it out. And Chris Porter, who is the joint top scorer in League One, that's going to be his 10th goal in the league. Although I'm pretty sure he's on about 14 or 15 for the season overall. Simple goal. Decided to sweat it out. Just secure the goal. And that's going to be 1-0. 9 minutes played. And we really don't want an injury to Chris Porter. That would be that would derail our season quite a lot. Even a suspension, missing him for a game, would be quite damaging to our promotion hopes. And that's going to be a poor ball from Kirk. And that's a good ball in. That's right across the face of goal. They switched it to the wing. Perry needs to stop this cross from coming in. He's going to do just that. It's going to go out for a throw right by the corner flag. And they should have a little bit of difficulty trying to throw that in, but it goes right over Powell's head. That's a good clearance from Nolan, right out to one of our players. And we can counter again here now. If Porter makes a decent run, and Kirky's crushed off the ball before he can get his pass away. Northampton are playing well in the middle of the park right now. They're stringing some nice passes together. I can't get it off them. But Adebayosi with a wonderful interception. It's going to be difficult replacing some of these players for higher quality when we eventually reach higher tiers. And what a ball that is through to Powell. And he's put it wide. What a tit. What a tit. He's put that well wide. Maybe we could have sweated it again to Porter. Just to double the lead, but he's got to be doing better than that. The Northampton player is angry he didn't get a foul there. He's on the floor complaining to the ref. And that's a great ball over Adebayo's head and it's beaten him. Adams has absolutely done him on the wing there. It's not acceptable. Nolan. Tank. Absolute beast. I love the centre-back partnership of Nolan and Lancashire. They're so strong together. And now Kirk can run here and there's a great opportunity for a whip ball in. Oh, what a finish from Jones. First time. Robin Van Persie, Aston Villa, 2013. Not quite the same ball through, but what a lovely finish from Jones. Fantastic volley. And that is going to be 2-0 in the first half. Look at this. Great ball through. First time post and in. Robin Van Persie vibes. Oh, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. 2-0. We do get a lot of goals from our midfield, and that's going to be really important as the season goes on. Should Porter ever dry up, or God forbid, hand in a transfer request. And that's going to be a throw in for Crewe down the wing, couldn't work it through. And Kirk taking all the time in the world to control that ball and giving it away. They're centre forward. Oh, look at that from Powell. Lovely stuff. And there's a run on there from Porter. And Porter's through again. And that's going to be a penalty, surely. That's got to be a red card. We have so many penalties in this series. Surely it's going to be a sending off. It looks as though it is. And it goes from worse to worse for Northampton. Jordan Turnbull, who I believe is their centre-back, is sent off in the first half. That's a terrible challenge, isn't it? Chance now to make it 3-0 in half-time. We're going to go for that top bins again. Oh, lovely penalty. Lovely penalty again. And Porter's going to get himself a brace. And it's going from better to amazing. I just wanted to watch this bit of skill back from Powell. This is lovely just to take it away from the defender. So their player tries to chip it onto him. And then Powell just nips in with a lovely little bit of control to take it away. And just leaves the defence exposed. It's a great bit of play, that. And for all the lovely little passing bits of play and possession that Northampton have had in the midfield, it hasn't really paid off, and they find themselves a man down and 3 goals down. But now, games like this, where we're already dominating and they lose a defender, this is the perfect opportunity. One, to get some youth some game time, and then to increase our goal difference as well, because it's not going to be us storming ahead with the goals, and that's going to be a goal for Northampton. Just as I'm talking about increasing our goal difference, they go ahead and score. That was pretty terrible defending from me. But there's definitely more goals in this game yet. So with the game at 3-1 at half time and a man down, I think it's time to try out some of our new players. De Groot is going to come on for Misulu, and then I'm going to move De Groot up into a centre attacking midfield role. So we're just going to switch that holding midfielder into a number 10. And then he's going to sit behind, and Meyer is going to come on for Kirk as well. So we'll see how that works. We may switch De Groot out for Porter at some point, and then bring on Van den Bosch for Porter in that number 10. But we'll see in the second half if we can get Chris Porter his hat-trick. Not if there's passing like that from Powell, there won't be. We need to be careful here. We only have a 2-goal cushion now. It's really unfortunate to lose that goal right on half-time. But we do have the man advantage now, and that's a really bad ball. Was that De Groot? Was that his first touch of his Crewe career? Oh, and Perry's just been done, doing exactly what we did to them. And that is going to be advantage, and Meyer's making a cracking run. And that's not a bad ball from De Groot. This game is far from over yet. You've got a feeling there's more goals in it. I'm not sure yet for which side. As Northampton are going to come in. Perry's going to get to that, but it's only going to go back to a Northampton player. And you think the way the second half started that we are the team with a man down. And here we go, and there's a run there from De Groot, and he stopped it and turned back. Why did you do that, son? So absolutely swarming forward there. And that's going to be a yellow card for the Northampton defender. I'm not sure why. I don't know what he did there. And that's a lovely ball out for Meyer. And it looked like it was going over anyway, but we'll take the corner. See if we can whip something into the near post here. Oh, we can, and Lancashire whips it across, but there's no one there to grab the second touch. Should be Perry's ball. Power again causing all kinds of problems. James, can he get onto it? Oh, he can, but he loses that battle of strength in the midfield. And Adams, who has looked a really tasty player since we've... I don't think he came. I don't think he started the game, didn't he, actually? But I think he's been... Wait, is there two Adams in this team? The minute he's playing right back for Northampton, but he may have been switched when they lost a man. He is their number 10, so I'm guessing he is usually some kind of attacking player, but he's playing right back right now. Oh, and Porter's offside there, I think. Is he? No, he's not. He's going to be onside. Porter grab his hat-trick. No, he can't. But there's going to be... Oh, it's off the line for De Groot and his first goal. Oh, unlucky, son. Unlucky. And Perry's been done there. He couldn't get to that ball. He was quite a way out of it. Oh, and Williams is going to absolutely wreck Lancashire, ending his career. Oh, but unlucky for De Groot. So close to grabbing his first goal of his senior career. And putting it just on the line. And Northampton are going to try and get another ball in, but Lashley Skylines is going to collect that. Northampton have actually played better since they've been a man down, and that's going to be a lovely little collection from Meyer. Can he get himself a goal now? No, he can play a really poor ball through, though. Green's going to run to get that, though, and collect it. And Jones... Oh, he's hit the post. I don't believe it. He has hit the post. So we're now going to bring Porter off, give him a bit of a rest. De Groot's going to go up front, and then De Bosch is going to come on for his debut as well in that number 10. I think it's only fair to debut him in his natural position. Here he comes now. This lad is fairly tall, I think, so we'll see if he's a bit of a threat in the air. Yep, there he is, winning the header. It's gone straight out though, although a strange touch from the Northampton player to give us the throw. And Meyer's going to just nearly get to that, but well cleared by the Northampton defender. It's a good ball in, but can't reach it. Still yet to score a header in FIFA 20. The crossing in the corners do feel distinctly different from what they were in 19. And that's going to be 3-1 to Crewe. Unfortunately, we couldn't get more goals and ended up conceding one as well. But it's 3 goals and 3 points, so we'll take it. More training now. We're going to repeat the same session and get these new players some important skill points early in their career. And the final game of this episode is going to see us at home to Morecambe. So the team to play Morecambe is going to be Meyer, and everyone else is the same. Meyer's going to come in with that 63 overall now. He's getting better and better. Here we go, kicking off at home to Morecambe, who are actually the closest Football League team to where I live, in the Morecambe Bay. And Powell is got some space on the wing here. Can he do anything with it? He's made some room for himself, and it's a poor ball in, but it looks as though we're going to win a foul there. And the Morecambe defender is going to pick up an early yellow card. I thought I said Luke Colan then. Let's see if we can whip a nice little fast ball in. That's a really good ball in, but there's no one on the end of it apart from a Morecambe defender. And no one is going to get possession, but can't do anything with it. Attackers from Lancashire. And that's a great ball through. Straight as an arrow. And Maya's going to just about do his man. That's going to be a corner though. See if we can whip something spicy in. It's a strange ball in. And again, our corners are just so poor. And that's going to be a... oh no, it's a throw to us. It looked like it came off Powell. Now we've got both our wingers on the same wing right now. And that's what happens. Too many wingers spoil the attack, but Masuda's going to get it back in midfield. It's a great ball through to Jones, takes it in his stride. And that's going to be a corner. See if we can whip something onto the penalty spot. And that's going to be a corner again. I'm going to play this one short. See if we can get Maya to whip something in. There's another corner. Let's post him at near post. And that's just going to go out to Misulu. Oh, Maya's offside. What is he doing standing that far off, lad? I really want to capitalise on that win against Northampton and get a bit of a streak going again. Let's wait for some of our attacking players to make a bit of a run. Green's cross is going to be blocked. And Perry's going to easily outrun Ellison there. That's another lovely ball out from the defence right into Powell's feet on the wing. Powell again is just taking it too far in his stride. And Perry's going to... ooh, very nearly. A chance and a shot at goal there for Morecambe. If not for a terrible bit of control. And Powell's got all the space in the world. He's going to cut back in. No, I shouldn't have shot from there. What am I doing? There's better options available to him. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anyone really making any proper tasty runs. See if we can feed the ball out to Maya on the wing. It's going to ricochet out for Porter to collect. You can dink a ball in, but it's just straight into the hands of Morecambe again. And they can break here now. Adebayo should be able to keep up with Alexandra. Yeah, good challenge. Oh, and that's very well done by Bakare. And Ellison is having a tough game against Perry, and as I say that, he loses possession out to him. But he's there again to dispossess, and he's there again to repossess Morecambe. And that's a great challenge from Porter. He can feed a ball through to Jones there, and he should have the legs here now. There's a great ball out there to the wing for Maya. Terrible touch, but he does get the shot away, and that's going to be 1-0 to Crewe right on half-time again. Fantastic goal from the Dutchman. What a lovely little player he's going to turn out to be. It'll be interesting to see what kind of offers we get from him when the transfer window opens. I'm sure some bigger clubs will be coming in for him. Like, it's a really poor first touch, and I thought he'd given it straight into the goalkeeper. But he just manages to prod it under at the last minute, squeezing it through the smallest of gaps. And T.S. Meyer with his 4th goal in League 2. And he's straight out of the youth academy, and he's going to be our probably 2nd top scorer, I think, behind Porter. That's only his goals in his league as well. I'm pretty sure he's scored in some of the cup games, and that's going to be half time anyway. So there's going to be no changes at half time, and Morecambe are going to kick us off. Really want to try and build on this lead. I don't just want to finish this with a 1-0. I think we can get more. And Porter is going to hold the ball up. He's got good strength on the ball, Porter, as well. That's what makes him so good moving forward. And Green. Ooh, good shot, but great save from Halstead. Wasn't a bad effort at all first time. It's hard and low. Good save. Let's try another corner. Let's whip it in. Langlish is going to knock it down, but there's no one there to collect it. And there he is again. Great little dummy. Green with a shot, but another corner. This is going to be like the 7th, 8th corner of the game. Let's try one back post. And now that's going to be another corner. Yes, it is. It's corner city right now. Let's whip something hard and fast in. That's going to be for Porter. Meyer. It's blocked in the sea of bodies that are in the box. Ooh, and that was a dangerous ball out from Morecambe. That nearly went right back into Porter. It was just slightly behind him. Now Debise's going to win a challenge there, and again, there's 3 things guaranteed in life. Tax, death, and Adebisi losing the ball after he wins it. And that's a poor ball through from Morecambe. And yeah, let's make that change. Kirk can come on for Powell. Let's bring a bit of pace on the wing. And we'll get him involved straight away. What a ball through from Lancashire, honestly. Well, he loses it. He doesn't quite have as much pace as Powell, to be honest. So tries to get him involved, and that's a bad ball from Morecambe, and Green's going to cut that out. There's a load of space on the right for Meyer. Cut back. Oh, unlucky lad, he's parried it out. There's probably a bit more time on the ball there for Meyer, but I'd already asked him to shoot and didn't want to risk. Fake shot in, losing the ball to one of the defenders. And look at him there again defending. After just having a shot saved, he's back at the left back position. Defending it again. Absolute beast. I love this lad. And look at that from him. His defensive work rate must be really high because he's always back here. Again, look at him just holding possession off, waiting for that pass to open. I'm hoping he's going to be a really good player, and Porter's just going to dance through now. And that's a free kick for some reason. What? Why is that a yellow card? Edwards is going to come on for Jones last 20 minutes. But I'm not sure. I mean, the defenders ran into me. I don't know why that's a yellow card. But that's quite annoying for Porter to be booked. We don't really want him racking up the yellow cards to earn himself a suspension. But at the minute, Meyer is the star of the show. Oh, and a lovely little run. And he just can't deliver that final product. Some nice little skills to divvy past the Morecambe defenders, but can't get it on. And now Morecambe are going to counter-attack here. This game isn't nearly done. We're only 1-0 up. And Morecambe still have a bite in them. But Lancashire. With Chris Porter getting booked, I think it's time to bring him off now. We're going to bring on De Menzes and hopefully get him his first goal. I don't want to risk another stupid FIFA yellow card for him basically breathing the wrong way. And Perry should be able to win that, and he can. That's going to deliver it right onto the chest of Kirk. And play it across now Green. That's a great ball from Green to De Menezes. There's Edwards, all the youth players combining right now. Edwards with a delicious ball out for Maya. He's going to whip that in. And then Green is going to get the weakest of headers on it. He really had time to take that down on his chest and put his foot through it, but he thought he would try and head it in. And oh, that's a dangerous touch from Adabaisi. I was playing with fire there. That's a great ball through from Edwards, and he's going to get onto the end of it again. And he can't play it back in for Green. And just these little flicks and touches that I'm doing, these players don't have the ball control stats to be doing them. And here is De Menezes. He's going to get a shot away. Ooh, and it's not far wide. The keeper wasn't sure about that shot from the Portuguese. No, it's not far wide at all, considering he was on the turn and just laced his foot through it. Not a bad effort, lad. Oh, and he can't quite work that ball through to Kirk, who was making the run. That should be half time. There we go. A nice 1-0 victory courtesy of T.S. Maya with his 4th goal in the league this season. Happy days. So that is going to be it for the episode, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Looking forward to next month. We've got a very busy episode next month, kicking off with a Premier League tie in the Carabao Cup quarter-final away to Norwich. And then another cup tie against Bolton. And then another cup tie in the semi-final of the Leasing.com trophy against Blackpool. Followed by league games against Mansfield, Stevenage, Macclesfield, Salford and Scunthorpe will take us into the new year. So look forward to next episode because it's going to be a long one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video below. It really helps me out. If you didn't enjoy it and you don't like FIFA or you just don't like the way I play, then please feel free to leave a dislike as well. Helps me gauge what you guys do and do not enjoy. Otherwise, guys, we'll leave it there. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.